Hi folks, welcome to 3 tips on how to frame your video, because when you have things going on in the background that don't support your message and distract your audience, then it doesn't matter how good your message is or how well you present it, they're not going to be watching. Hi, I'm Fraser from the Public Speaking Institute. Love working with people in this presentation medium, and of course what's happening now is video is just taking over, and it's a wonderful way to get your message across. So people jump out there, they record videos, they go nuts, they give their heart and soul, but there are things that are going on in your background that are not supporting your message or are distracting your audience. And I see it all the time where I end up much more interested in what's going on in the background than what the person's actually speaking about. So here are 3 really simple tips that you can implement right now to make your videos even more engaging. And the first is this: actually think about your background. You need to be purposeful about what's going on back here. Whether you're filming outside, sort of in the moment, whether you're setting up in a studio like we've got here, you need to have what's going on back here on purpose. So obviously what I'm doing here is making sure that my brand is front of house and that there's nothing else going on in the background that's distracting you from me. So make sure that what you're presenting and how you're presenting what you're wearing is supporting your brand, because you are your brand. Whether you're in small business or working for someone else, you need to make sure that you're coming across dressed and presenting yourself the way that you want to make sure that your audience is seeing. The second one is keep it clean and simple. You don't want to clutter your background. I see a lot of people sitting in front of bookshelves and things like that, which looks wonderful. But if you end up putting too many things in your background or things that are moving, like clocks and TVs and other bits and pieces, we end up focused on that. So especially when you're starting, and this is my goal in design, because I love design but not particularly good at it, is if you keep it clean and simple, then there's a lot less that can go wrong. And the third tip, guys, for getting your framing correct is the focus should be on you. I see a lot of people who sit so far away from the camera that actually our eyes do wander because we're not drawn, because they're this little pinpoint within what they're saying. Now, vice versa to that, it doesn't always work to be too close to your camera either. So find yourself an area that works nicely for you. Generally, we're looking at head and shoulders for most people, but close enough to the camera so that what we're talking to is a person and it feels like that natural conversational distance, because you don't stand right up against people to have a conversation, and you don't yell at them across a football oval either. So try and find that distance that feels nice for your audience, as though they're having a conversation. So 3 things there, guys. Be purposeful in what is in your background and how you're framing up. Keep it as clean and as simple as you possibly can, and make sure the focus is on you, because that's what your video is about. It's about getting that message from you to your audience. Look forward to seeing your comments and your thoughts in our Facebook group, Facebook Tips, or Public Speaking Tips, and look forward to seeing everything that goes on in there, and we'll catch up with you really soon.